all of you are doing well. So today I wanted to share with you a special drink that I have been enjoying for a long time now, and especially in Ramadan. But also I have been recommending for a whole lot of women who are pregnant, who are preparing for labor, and who are generally postpartum. Okay, so it is good for pregnancy, it is good for labor prep, and it's also excellent for postpartum. And this is no other drink but Nabeez. Nabeez drink. Okay, if you don't know Nabeez drink yet, keep watching. Nabeez drink is one of the favorite drinks, reported to be the favorite drinks, one of the favorite drinks of the Prophet ﷺ. And it's very, very easy, very simple, with simple ingredients, with ingredients that you already might have in your pantry or in your kitchen. Okay, it's only dates and water, basically. I have a video that I have made already. It's a pre-recorded video that I made. Is on my page and it's easy to follow. I explained why Nabeez water or Nabeez drink is the favorite drink of the Prophet ﷺ, so you can go and check it out. I would also put it in the description box below, inshallah. But without further ado or say, I'm gonna go ahead and start because I don't want this video to be very long. Okay, so basically, like I said, it only contains water. I know that you've seen people make Nabeez water again and again, or Nabeez drink again and again, but hopefully there's somebody out there who has not come across the drink. And if you have not, please try it. It's really, really excellent. It's really, really good. I have made some already yesterday, so I am going to make it and I'll show you how this became this, inshallah, in a bit of in a few minutes. So dates is an excellent food. It is reported Islamically to be an excellent food. Like I said, it is one of the favorite food of the Prophet. Prophet ﷺ likes to eat dates and also likes to drink the water made from dates. He likes to eat dates to break his fast, so it is recommended that we eat dates when we are breaking our fast. It's also a sunnah as well to eat 7 Adjwa dates, because it is reported that when you eat 7 Adjwa dates, inshallah, there would not be any poison that is going to harm you for the day. So Adjwa date is the black date that is reported that Prophet ﷺ planted when he migrated from Mecca to Medina. And it's black in color, like it's not very small, but medium-sized date. Okay, so if you happen not to have the Adjwa date, or you have not even, I have seen people who have never tried dates before because they are not fond of dates, or they don't know what date is, because we are Muslims and date is mentioned in the Quran. Actually, one of the reasons why I'm calling this a labor prep drink. In research, evidence-based research, a whole bunch of it confirms that eating dates at the later part of pregnancy is helpful to prepare for childbirth, to prepare for labor. It's especially helpful for the second stage of labor. Okay, so there's first stage of labor, there is second stage of labor, and there's third stage of labor, right? So the second stage of labor, when you eat dates, at least 6 dates every day consistently in your last weeks, heading to the last week of your pregnancy, inshallah, your birth or your labor is going to be easy, is going to be fast, It reduces your labor time. It reduces at least 6 minutes of your labor time, and that is huge for people who are like really going through it, like who have a long labor, especially, or hard labor, or whatever it is. 6 minutes is huge. So if you are trying to like really reduce the amount of time in your labor, or you want to have it easy, because date is reported to soften the cervix and make it ripe. It ripens the cervix for the area to be a little more easy for the birth of your baby. Then try as much as possible to add date in your nutrition regimen, especially when you are in your last few weeks of pregnancies, around the 36 weeks, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, up to like 40 if your pregnancy reaches to 40, 41, or 42 weeks. Only Allah knows. Yeah, so really, date is very, very important. And actually, did you also know that there's two major food that are evidence based, that are proven by science to help with labor, and that is dates. Coming back to it again, is dates and is red raspberry leaf. Okay, so red raspberry leaf is also shown scientifically by research to reduce the amount of time, and also to prepare your uterus, to prepare your cervix to do the magic of birthing your baby. Okay, so red raspberry, we are not going to talk about it today, but because I wanted to mention that red raspberry has been scientifically shown to help with labor preparation, I'm going to make a video about it, inshallah, next time. But today our topic is dates. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make the drink, and also tell you from the Islamic perspective what the health benefits of dates are, how dates are regarded as the labor prep food. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just show you the recipe first. So first I have my jar over here, and I'm gonna add some dates. The dates is supposed to be 6 dates by the going by the science. Okay, I am using majul date. Majul date is kind of thick, big, and very, very juicy date. It's very soft, it's juicy, so I'm gonna use that. But if you don't have majul date, any date at all is good. You can use any date, dehydration, whatever, Adjwa date, whatever. Adjwa date is even better, because Adjwa date is a sunnah. If you are a Muslim, Adjwa date is excellent. It has a lot of added benefits, right? So I'm gonna use the dates. I'm gonna use 6 dates or 7 dates. 7 dates is gonna be the sunnah, so I'm gonna use 7 dates because the odd numbers. Okay, so I will take the pit out. I usually, if I'm making it for myself, I usually will use the peat, because the peat has also some added benefits when it soaks in the water. But just for demonstration purposes, I'm not going to use the peat. So I'll just open it and put it in here, in my jar over here. Okay, so you see what I'm making. Okay, so I'm going to add it in my jar, and then have too many stuff in my hands, and then I'll open it as well, and then I'll add 2, and then 3, 4. This is juicy dates that I truly love. My husband also loves it. He does not use sugar, So this is the date that he uses to drink his tea and any other beverage in the morning. Okay, so I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 2 more to add because I'm going according to the Sunnah to use 7. Even though these are huge dates, but I'm gonna use 7. You can use 3 because if it is too big, the research also tells us that if it is like the majul date is too big, you use 3 or 4 to eat every day. Eat it every day at the last stage of your pregnancy, and inshallah, you're gonna get a very good result out of eating that. And also using the red raspberry leaf tea. But I'm going to show you how and what the importance of using red raspberry leaf, inshallah, next time. Just wanted to mention it. So I have 7 majul dates over here. I removed the pit and I put it in the jar. So I'm going to add some water, okay? So just tap it with water, okay? I'm gonna add some more water. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. And usually because we are using it for during pregnancy, one of the key nutrients that you need when you are pregnant as well is salt. Okay, salt is very helpful in building your blood. Salt is very helpful in keeping keeping you hydrated. It's highly mineralized, right? We need a lot of minerals when you are pregnant. That helps to hydrate your cells. So drinking a lot of water is going to just go through your system and then come out without it being hydrating to your body. So that's why when you are pregnant, they tell you to drink a lot of hydrating liquids and also eat a lot of hydrating fruits and soups and other stuff, right? So adding quite a little bit of salt is helpful. And salt is also a sunnah food because Rasulullah added salt in his food to make it taste good. Okay, he loves good stuff. And it is really recommended in Islam to love good stuff. Okay, because Allah is good and he likes good stuff, right? So I'm going to add the salt and using salt as well, not just any table salt. You make sure that you are using iodized salt, especially if you have like a low iodine levels. If you ask your doctor, you might know that your iodine is low or not, because iodine is also a key ingredient when you are pregnant. Okay, so I'm going to add, or when you are trying to be pregnant, very key. So I'm going to add salt in here. When you have Himalayan salt or Celtic salt, that is even a plus because those are also highly mineralized salts that help to add some key essential minerals into your meals or your drinks. I have made some adrenal cocktail recipe. It is on my page. It is on the feed. So if you are interested, you can go and check it out. It's also a highly recommended drink when you are pregnant or breastfeeding because it helps with added nutrients and also helps with hydration. So I'm going to add just a teeny tiny bit of salt in here to give us a kick in the sugar, because the combination of sugar and salt makes it even more beautiful. So usually I have shared the recipe that I hope you will check it out. So that recipe, I have added some black seed and I've also added some Zamzam. But unfortunately, I don't have any black seed in the house. I need to restock. And also Zamzam, I don't have it. I ran out. So I'm not going to add that, but it is really, I would really recommend it. You making use of Zamzam when you are pregnant is is no-brainer. Okay, it is a no-brainer. I recommend it to women that using maybe oil when you are pregnant and rubbing it on your tummy is helpful, but also remember that you can use Zamzam to just maybe put it on your face. You make ruqya on it, okay, and then put it on your tummy, put it on your face, just to protect you and protect the child in your uterus. And it's amazing because ruqya is shifa. There's shifa in it, right? It is a sunnah as well. Okay, so adding Zamzam is helpful if you have it. Adding black seed, the seed actually itself is helpful if you have it. But if you don't, this is what the traditional way of making this drink is: just water and dates, 7 Adjwa dates. Okay, so this is what I have. I'm gonna just give it a stir. Okay, and I leave it on my counter for at least 4 hours to 8 hours. Okay, so I will soak it, leave it to soak for at least 4 to 8 hours. I will not leave it to soak overnight because I don't want it to ferment. As it sits longer out in the room, in room temperature, it's gonna ferment, and fermentation will cause alcohol to generate. So you don't want alcohol to generate in this drink, because alcohol, obviously, we know in Islam, we are not supposed to consume alcohol. And also, especially when you are pregnant, you don't want any alcohol going into your system, because alcohol crosses the placenta to the baby. We don't want that. Okay, so this is what you're gonna do, as simple as that. And after that, you're gonna just take a strainer like this, or any strainer that you have, and strain it. When you strain it, that's it. You gonna get this drink that is really like amber, very dark amber color, very tasty, very, very nutritious. It has a lot of minerals in this. Instead of going for the sodas and the sugar laden drinks, why not make this? Even if you are not pregnant, this is excellent. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not recommend this for pregnancy. It's because of my analogy, my way of like, okay, a lot of people cannot really consume 7 dates a day, every day. But when you make this, it's easy to chug on this drink and drink it. And then also use the leftover date that you're gonna get after you strain it. Use it to make smoothie. So you can put it in your smoothie and you blend it, and nobody's gonna know. You yourself, you won't know that there's date in it. Only that is gonna give you some added sweetness to your dates. To your smoothie. And also you can use it to make muffins. Just mash it up and add it to your muffins or pancakes, and give it to your kids, give it to yourself, because date is very, 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 very helpful. So I have written some stuff here, and also I'm going to read from a book, The Health Benefits of Date, or according to Islam, what Islam says about date. So here it says the Quran, another use for date was mentioned in the chapter of the Quran that relates the story of Mary. That's Maryam radiallahu anha, the mother of Prophet Isa radiallahu anhu. Alayhi salam, mother of Jesus. Peace be upon them both. Okay, so the verse reads like this: and shake the trunk of date palm towards you. It will let fall fresh, ripe dates upon you. So eat and drink and be glad. That is Quran chapter 19, verse 25 to 26. Okay, so this is the verse that is in relation to when Maryam radiallahu anha was in labor. So she was trying as much as possible to get it easy, and it's really very hard for her. She was going through a lot of pain, and when she mentions that she feels like if she was even going to die, that would have been better for her. And Allah told her that she should shake the date palm, shake it hard, and then she's gonna get some of the dates drop down on the floor, eat it, and then drink the stream of water that is next to her, and she's gonna be glad. She's gonna find it easy. So this in turn tells us that eating and drinking during labor is highly recommended, not even scientifically, but what Islamically, command from Allah that you should eat and drink, because he told Maryam radiallahu anha to eat and drink when she was in labor. When she was in labor, birthing one of the prophets of Islam, okay? Not an ordinary person, but one of the prophets, one of the highly recognized prophets in Islam, right? So eating and drinking during labor is highly recommended. Okay, so if you are in the United States, I know there is a lot of pushback when you go to the hospital to give birth. They say you can, especially when you are going under like a lot of intervention, in the hospital, because they are going to give you IV, they are going to you are going under anesthesia, you are also having a C-section, or you are having a natural birth, but possibly there is a pitocin that is going to be given to you. There's a whole lot of cascade of interventions that is going to be done on you, right? So they won't let you eat or drink, because possibly you would aspirate, you would vomit out whatever you ate, or is not very conducive when God forbid emergency C-section is going to be done on you, right? But still, labor is a marathon. Childbirth is a marathon. Labor is a marathon. So when athletes are going for a run, 5K, how many, 3K, whatever run, they drink, right? They have like energy drink that they drink, right? They eat something, they drink something. So it's the same thing. When a woman is going through labor or she's giving birth, she has to hydrate herself properly, as well as nourish her body properly. Unless, of course, you cannot really do that because you feel nauseated. But before it gets to the second stage of labor, when everything becomes very hard, you have to try and eat as much as possible before labor starts and during your first stage of labor, right? Okay, so this is highly recommended, and it says according to scientific studies, ripe dates contain a compound that increases the contraction of the uterus. This compound resembles oxytocin. So oxytocin it is known to be the love hormone. It is known to be the hormone that drives birth, that drives labor. Without that, I don't think birth can happen, right? So without that, I don't think like a lot of people would even feel like birthing their baby naturally it's possible. So Allah, in his own wisdom, in his own hikmah, made oxytocin to be released when you are giving birth, and that's amazing. Okay, so it's the same oxytocin when there's intimacy between a husband and a wife that happens because there's enjoyment around there. It is the same hormone, oxytocin, that is also being released when a mother is nursing her baby, and that helps to bring the bond, the special bond between a mother and a baby, right? So oxytocin, a natural body hormone secreted by the pituitary gland to encourage uterine contractions at the time of delivery. So coming back to what I said earlier, Dates also increase milk production in lactating mothers and have traditionally been used for this purpose over the centuries. A study carried out at the Faculty of Science, Cairo University, showed that a concoction of the fruit was useful in treating bronchitis, cough, and colitis, and also acted as an expectorant. Okay, so this is outside the birth area, the birthing and childbirth and women's health. This is actually like a general health benefit. Okay, in addition, it was found that date can be used as an aphrodisiac when mixed with milk and cinnamon. So this is even fantastic information, right? Okay, so date has a whole bunch of health benefits that I'm also going to read out from you. It says dates are good sources of iron, the mineral that prevents anemia, and which is part of the hemoglobin molecule in the blood. Magnesium, which has an important role in nervous system integrity and in energy production. So like I said, the magnesium, the iron, the salts that I added all come together to mineralize the drink, to help to hydrate you properly, to help to hydrate your cells. Okay, so potassium, useful in cases of hypertension. All right, so the preeclampsia, pregnancy induced hypertension, that's preeclampsia, that is also really very concerning when you are pregnant. But drinking something that has dates in it, and dates contains a lot of potassium, is helpful to is helpful for that. Calcium and phosphorus, essential for healthy bones, but for both you and the baby, actually, not only for you. Vitamin A for healthy skin and eyesight. Okay, vitamin B, that's niacin, protecting from pellagra, a disease which is manifested in dermatitis. All right, so yeah, and then vitamin B as well. A whole bunch of vitamin B is in dates. Okay, so especially niacin. Okay, so vitamin B are very, very essential when you are pregnant. Vitamin B6 also helps with nausea, okay, with morning sickness. So it is a huge advantage when you are eating dates. Is not only for the health benefits but also for the sunnah aspect of it. That's great. Okay, so what my note also says here is a great way to hydrate because of the potassium mineral rich stuff that is in there. There's oxytocin and prolactin booster because like I said earlier, it's helpful for breastfeeding and it's also helpful for boosting your oxytocin. A natural source of plant protein which helps to assist with wound healing. Okay, so when you give birth, you need to heal. Even if you had C-section or even if you had a natural birth, you still need to heal. So date is excellent food that helps in wound healing. It is also natural source of non-heme iron when you have anemia or when your doctor tells you that you need to improve your iron levels when you are pregnant or when you have your baby, you can consider to eat dates. But also make sure that if you are not diabetic or you don't have just gestational diabetes, but there's a lot of ways that you can eat dates without it really spiking up your blood sugar. You add it with some protein and fat and you are good to go. Okay, so natural source of non-heme iron for blood building during pregnancy and in preparation for birth. It is also high source of fiber, slow burning carbs for sustained energy. All right, so I think I have gone past the time that I wanted to have this live. So inshallah, I will leave you here. I have given you a whole bunch of information. I hope this information is beneficial and is helpful for you or anybody you know will benefit from this. So if you have somebody who is pregnant, or even you, if you are not pregnant or you don't have anybody who is pregnant, just shoot this video to a whole bunch of the groups that you belong to, so other people can benefit from it as well. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna leave you here, inshallah. If you catch the replay of this live, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed yet, because yeah, the subscription is helpful. And also, when you are subscribed, do well to watch my videos whenever you see a recommendation of my videos, because that is really, really helpful. That YouTube is going to recognize that this channel is a very useful channel. And if you have any recommendation of what I should be sharing or how my videos should be, please don't forget to send me an email or comment down below on any of my videos, and I will be happy to read that and also make use of the recommendation, inshallah. So until I see you next time, please take care of yourself. Be in the best of health and iman. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.